Proud sponsors AE Engine, Media and Marketing. Also AmericanEagle.com. Sponsor of the U.S. Youth National Championship. Bag Tags Incorporated. Target. Also Chipotle Grill, Mexican Grill. Expand a Brand sponsoring. Also, every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods. Sponsors. MLS, proud sponsor. National College Student Athletes, NCSA. Nike, also a sponsor. Positive Coaching Alliance, better athletes, better people. Another proud sponsor, Premier International Tours. Soccer Shots, another sponsor. Also thanks go out to Sun-Maid Raisins. Your Petro Shopping Center, TA. United Soccer Coaches, also a proud sponsor. USA Soccer. And Wilson Trophy Company, provider of trophies for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series.
We made it to nationals, and that was amazing because we were one of the best. I think at the time it was 4 teams. It was a round robin, actually. So it was the best 4 teams in the whole nation, and so we thought we were just the next best thing since sliced bread. And I think that playing in that tournament was so surreal because you played against other club teams that were so good and at the same level as you that you don't necessarily always get the chance or opportunity to play against, which was so great for us because we were like, wow, these girls are like just as good as us, if not better, and we have to compete at the highest level and play these 3 games, or at that, it was a round robin, so we played the 4. But still, that just reminds me of how competitive I was and my teammates were at that age, which also I think helped me get to the next level. And being that competitive at the club level, has only helped me, continue to grow in, my competitive spirit and level that I'm playing at right now.
The national championships was really, really special. I think that was like the biggest thing I had really won, and that's kind of for youth soccer growing up, that was kind of the ultimate prize. And I think we were always super ambitious in achieving that and to have that happen. And I think what's so special about youth soccer is that it's really your family. The girls that you grow up with become like your sisters, and you do everything. And there's just like such a strong camaraderie there. So to play with a team that you've played for a while with, and with these girls, it's a very special feeling to win something like that.
Those were really great moments because at such a young age, I feel like I was competing for something and really working hard to, perform for my team. And it was no longer just about, whatever the result is the result. At the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But that was probably the moments that I was like, whoa, we got to win. We got a state championship on our hands that we could actually bring home. And I think those are really cool moments because, you remember a lot of the times that you win. You try to remember the losses as well because you do learn from them. But at the same time, you want to remember the wins that you have. So state championships were definitely a really important part of my memory.
Our state cup was fun. My team was very competitive. We had a lot of competition as well, but I can't remember how many we won. Maybe 9, I think, is what we counted with our team, which made it so much fun. That was always like the big goal at the end is win state cup, go to regionals, and go to nationals. And we always fell short going to nationals, which still hurts today to even talk about. But I had so much fun in those tournaments, and my team made it even 10 times better to be a part of.
I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were and, you know, making these lifelong bonds.
Well, this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You know, you want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that, and they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, you know, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired, they were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you scored the winning goal for the team. We worked so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come and they give you a run for your money.
I think soccer in a whole creates a family. The bake sales, the car washes, the raising of money, it brings all of us together, and we are one, and on to nationals.
US Youth Soccer has impacted my life by taking over, and I mean, it's been a very good experience. A lot of life skills and lessons and how to take on certain things, and it's really made a big impact on my life.
Hey, everybody here was amazing.
Played against some amazing girls, and I just think it was awesome.
It's really great to see my team pull together to really work hard.
Being a regional champion is amazing. It's once in a lifetime type of opportunity for these guys, for myself.
I'm really excited for these girls with this confidence to go to nationals and just test ourselves against great competition. We're going in S.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later
They're up and running out here. It's early on, 5th minute. Still no score. A lot of action. We'll wait to see. That took a little while to chase that down. And here we go. Short ball. Sent to Rodriguez. Rodriguez moves it up. With that captain's band, it's Vixamar. Vixamar now a forward for KSA. Putting a little pressure up high. Here's the big presence of Gul. Spelled G-U-L. Ball toward the midfield. Worked in there by Lopez. Lopez has a player on his back briefly. Now breaks away. Send it to Lambert. Lambert works it in. Picking and choosing where he wants to go with it. Then cleared away. Let's see if it was touched. Juiced with the clearance. And it did go off of the Sparta player. So it'll be a toss in here near side. As we said, sun behind us this morning, so good view here for the players, the score tent, everybody on the near side. However, on the far side, looking right into the sun, the fans who are over there. See some of the KSA faithful in the black and yellow. Again on that left side, Desir works it in, takes a whack at it, but it comes off a defender. Ball in the middle. Little space here, near side. Chacron, he'll send it in. Works it in toward, that was actually Destunis working it in. Destun trying to bring it in the middle. Ball worked across. Defense now in the midfield. That's number 21, Brennan Neely. Sent across to Lopez. Lopez looking. Lambert been very active. Whacks it off Gul. And they'll go the other way, 50-50 there in the middle now, coming forward. Working up Destoon outside. Henri has been very active. He's had a couple shots. This puts another one up toward the right side, and that will be cleared away by Rothy.
Hey, Jacob, shift. Alex, down and shift. Down and shift.
Little give and go, but there was no go on it. So toss in. Quick toss from Gul. Ball sent up in the middle. First time we've called number 12, McGann. Called him during the corner, but here in the midfield. Ball chipped back. Very serious action here. And a good clean so far as players working hard. Not a lot of contact, not a lot of whistles thus far. It's been very good. Good action. Ball worked up. Trying to send it out there. And cleared away. It'll be another corner here in the 8th minute. So you'll see Rothy setting up his defense. See back there is Turpin, one of the defenders. Also back there is Trejo. Also Rodriguez. They'll send Gul in there, the tallest player for KSA. He'll be right around Rothy as this ball will be served in, far side. Sun could be a factor from the near side, but not the far. That one's going to be floating in near the middle. No problem for the defense. There's another strike at it, but misdirected off to the right, and a goal kick coming up. And we'll wait for the ball to be brought in. Once again, Zach Rothy in the goal spot. On the other side, very similar neon yellow for Richard Nicholas, wearing 0. Ball in the back. That one settled there, Chacron, and working with Gul. Little pressure there by Lambert trying to break things up, and it ends up causing a turnover. Working down the side was Turpin. First time we've seen him move forward. Usually in that, if you're facing, it'd be right back, left back if you're looking from the goal. Wait a minute. We're going to go over here and talk to the official to see what's going on. And so here's part of the problem. If there was some activity, AR2 over there, Chana Forstall, is looking right into the sun. Difficult to say the least, to make a call like that to the second official if it's off to the side. Here comes our head official, Christian Forovinci. He's going to talk right here. So there's, as we're listening in here, as the coaches are talking about a contact that took place in the back. I may have spoken a little too soon then about no whistles, as one coach thinking that there was an actual punch thrown, the other one obviously not, and the officials agreeing with the latter that there was a confrontation, but not to the point of a actual punch. So there we go. That's the word. And we're moving into the 12th minute. So we'll have to keep an eye on things. As we said, the 18U group tends to be one that is very aggressive, very physical. Obviously, 18, 19 in the boys' side is some tough soccer. And that's just the way it is. It's very hard and physical. You like to see the execution of good passing. There's a good ball sent forward. Coming down through the middle, it's cleared away. That was Just sending it off to the side. It's going to be a toss in here for Sparta as they are trying to send a few players forward, trying to get some offense here early on. Right near the camera. You folks have the best seat in the house. As you watch the action, some replays sent out by our producer Daniel Reed and our camera crew, Maria, Riyadh, and Georgia. Working hard on the scaffolding and here on the pitch. Natural or artificial turf here. It's a little truer than you would have on natural turf as that ball will scoot along. Also a little bit wet this morning. Fighting in. Let's see if that'll be another corner. It will be. So Trejo, I believe, was the one who cleared it out as Jerry Destunis. He worked it in. Once again, 4 goals in the preliminaries. Let's talk about the teams that were played for KSA, a Dallas Premier team. That was a 3-3 draw. Then the Michigan Wolves, another 2-2 draw, but a big 4-1 win over the Rangers out of Maryland made the difference to send them into the semis. Here we go. From the corner, low ball, sent in, headed out there nicely by Turpin. I believe that was Turpin. We'll double check. Actually, that was number 17, Jiba. They'll send it on in, but waiting that one will be Nicholas. Oh, pressure, shot, and a turnover right there by the keeper, and it's in the goal. And you see the celebration. And what a goal that was for Sparta. Gonzalez puts it in, and a score early on in the semis in the 14th minute. And a ball that gets away, and there's that high pressure we talked about. It's Sparta really pushing those players forward to pressure, and that one pays off. Oh, pressure, shot, and a turnover right there by the keeper, and it's in the goal. And you see the high pressure in this case, a mistake by the keeper. So now we'll see how the KSA squad will bounce back into the top of the 14th minute. Very frustrating for the coaches to see that all that work, and then a ball that just goes off the foot of the keeper. And Johnny on the spot is number 10, Fabian Gonzalez, with that score. Rothy will send it here near side. Headed back and might be in. Look at this, Lambert. He's got some space. He'll work it back toward the middle. Now work it back. Defense steps in. Good job there by Just to stop things. Once again, there's that pressure we talked about. It could open up things as going down Vixamar. And it looks like so coming off is going to be, actually that's the goal scorer, Gonzalez. He'll come off and the medical folks check. I'm a sub coming in will be for, this will be for Sparta, number 11, Jack Terrell will step in. So the trainer's checking over there on number 10, Gonzalez. And so referees conferring, making sure that the things will proceed orderly, in an orderly fashion here. On the side here, it's fourth official Vince Rigoni conferring with Christian Forovinci. So stepping in, Terrell will come in. His father, Kelly, assistant coach. This Sparta team out of Salt Lake City in Utah. And once again, their games this week, it was a 2-0 victory over Solar. Then we had FPA out of Pennsylvania. That was a loss there, 3-2. Taking on then another Pennsylvania team, Ukrainians, Philadelphia. That was a 3-1 win. So 7 total goals scored by this Sparta team and 9 goals scored by KSA out of Atlanta during the preliminary round. 3 goals by Jiba, leading the way for Sparta. And Desdunis with 4 goals for KSA. But once again, coach says keep an eye on Desir as well as Vixamar. Right now, you've got, once again, little conference here, I think, deciding where this ball will be played back in. And concern there. Don't know if that was a hit to the head, if there was some sort of a so right now there's issue of cleaning off the pitch here. Just we're waiting on that. So let's step aside for a minute or two. We'll go to some commercial break, and we'll be back for the action here in a moment. All right, welcome back, folks, as we had a little cleanup on the field there, as I think we're ready to go now, as the ball will be placed near side. The clock was stopped at 17:03. That doesn't mean that that was the total amount of time. I think there's probably another minute or two before that that will be added on before halftime, but here we go. Ball put in play, and we're back at it. Ball into the top of the box. Wrestling around for it, now sent out. Lambert. Ball sent back toward the top of the box. 50-50 out in the middle, and a long, pretty hard shot there. Once again, ball will roll true on this artificial turf, and early on it might still be a little bit moist as the ball could skip on a pass, but that will quickly dry up as the sun comes on up. As again, the sun behind us here, probably in low 70s right now, a little breeze. Not a big factor, but probably right now coming from the far side to the near side. Overland Park, Kansas, the great complex here, Shields Soccer Complex. Gould works it in. Big player, as we said. Tall, strong-looking athlete. McGann now, he'll send it off far side. Looks like Desir works through traffic, takes it off to the left foot. Cleared away nicely, however, by Trejo. And the clock has reset to zeros on the pitch. "1-0 is your score. That goal coming from Fabian Gonzalez. It was a ball played by the keeper, Nicholas. Tried to dribble it a little bit, got loose, and put it in. That ball in the box. Goes off the back of number 14 over there. That's Erastavi. Trying to work it back in. Here's a chip out toward the top of the box. Headed into the box. Turning, and a whack at it. It's a ball off the right. Looks like it will be a ball put in play by the keeper, Rothy. Rothy shading his eyes, as you see. Any corner from this near side or a shot that might come from a severe angle near side to the goal could be a problem for the keepers as far as the sun goes. And really a surprise goal earlier, as it was a ball seemingly harmless situation right at the keeper's feet, and the high pressure sent in by Sparta paid off as the ball trickled away, and Lambert had an easy punch into the back of the goal. So ball in the back here is whistled down. Irving working with Juiced in the back. That one headed down. A lot of cheers and excitement from the bench, seeing the good work out there by the defense. That's an old saying that offense wins the games, but defense championships. And obviously, good defense that you see is cheered on by these players. They know how important it is. It's like Turpin works it up the side. A little combo here, but no problem here for the defense back here is Juiced. He'll send it forward. Turpin picks it up, however, midfield. Sends it back over toward Lambert. Lambert, nice steal there by Gould. He steps right in. And now he shot right into the legs of the midfielders from the opponents. Far side from McCann. Desir works it. Brings it across the middle, now reverses. Spins. Sends it in toward the box. Trying to work for a shot. It is a shot, and it's gotten away briefly. And now will be a corner. Sorry. That's going to be a goal kick. And it almost looked like a defensive player clearing it away, but that was your offensive team, KSA. They had to send it on to the left, and it goes out of play. Good work down there by the front line. You had Destunis with good work. Also in there working hard, Vixamar. Out in the middle, finally getting a foot on it was Aristavi, but it was off to the left. And right to the forward. There comes a ball right back in the box. Trying to work his way through to get a touch on it was Vixamar. And we got a whistle here. This will be an opportunity. KSA with the ball. It'll be set down maybe 35 yards out. Quick play, and the ball loose. Once again now, Rothy will put this one into action. Unofficially around the 23rd minute, and we're going full 45 here, plus any added time. So Rothy now, he'll set it in. That ball back, it's headed down there by Irving, working with Just, kind of anchoring that back line. Gould here on the near side. A little bit of a loose first touch. Now sent in by Irving. Seeking those front three that are very active. Front three of Desir, Desdunis, and Vixamar. Diving in for was Trejo, came up empty.
Hey, D10, you're in the box, turn and go with it.
So Rothy again has been kept busy. He'll put it in play once again. Only one substitute that I remember at this point. That was Terrell, who went in for Gonzalez. And checking over here to see. Might have a few folks stretching and loosening up a little bit. That'd be on the Sparta side. Sparta again, the all-white uniforms. That's going to sail once again into our scorer's tent here. Gould will grab it and put it back in play. Turning there with it, Desdunis, and toss in here for Sparta. Turpin will do the honors. Here on the near side, action fast and furious here. Semifinals, as we said, it ratchets up the intensity. Has a whack at it and knocked away briefly. Let's see if they can send it back in. KSA trying to get the equalizer and put that one off the feet of the defense. Working it around. That's Chacron. Back to Gould. Gould right back. Little give and go. Back flick. Nice pass. Ball sent in. Trying to get it through, but it's going to be deflected away. And Sparta will send it over about half a field away. See if someone over there will retrieve it to help out. The unsuspecting fan now becomes part of the action. There it is, tossed. It looks like Gould will do the honors. Gould is the size. We wonder if he can throw a long toss deep in the box. Possibility. Let's see what happens. Now, this is a case, Rothy looking right into the sun. Short toss. Player going down, but of no consequence. And a little fake there. Desir now, he'll work it back to the left. Takes it into the box. Left foot, tried to send it forward. Defense is there, send it back out. Working out, that's McGann. He'll turn. McGann flicks it through. Sent off to the left by Aristavi. Shot! And Rothy's there. Rothy there. Nice secure save. Ball coming in about shoulder level. Ball to the back line. Big time collision, and we'll see if Chacron is okay. Lopez whistle for the foul. Chacron maybe a couple of potential handballs. And Chacron comes out with a little grab of the shirt, and the referee already speaking to the players. He's going to move the ball back a couple of yards and reset. So a few words here from Lopez. I think he's still frustrated from the previous foul. And Neely steps in. He'll play it. Ball to Lopez. Down toward the corner. Gets through, but not far enough for any damage. Back to Neely. Settles. Sits on his chest a moment, then falls to the turf. In the back. Interrupted there nicely by the defense. Sent back in. Vixamar now works it out to Desir. Desir very quick and very good as ball handler. He's working through traffic and somehow keeps it most of the time. That one taken away. Ball sent forward. Here's a little rush and broken up again. And back and forth we go. The little thievery going both ways, and we see it again. Hard down the right side is Desdunis with Turpin. 1v1, taking it to the right. Little fake now, trying to get a space where he can put a ball in the box. There it is. It's a cross from the right. Headed back out. McGann now, he'll settle it. Looking for options. Good job by the defender, stepping up tight. Now double team stepping in, backing off. Everybody maneuvering in the box, trying to find somebody that's open. Trying to switch field here. Ball near side Gould now. He'll settle it back. Juiced. Sends it in. High header. Turpin down the line. Let's see which way it's going to go. It will go to KSA. Gould with the toss. Just enjoying watching the action, and I know you folks there are once again enjoying that good view from up above. There's a shot blocked. Now to the feet of one of the KSA players. He turns with the shot, and that was Aristavi, I believe, a little bit high. So just keep shooting that, getting in there, putting the ball in the box. You're going to have opportunities, and that's what KSA is doing, trying to find an equalizer here around the 30th moment, unofficially. Sparta has sent in Arturo Martin. He is on the pitch right now. Ball over there. Nice ball into the box. And there's going to be a foul. This will be a great opportunity for KSA right at the top of the box. Desdunis goes down. So here we go with the ball being placed probably about 5 yards outside the box. You can see on your screen right there. Players having discussion, but also setting up and getting ready. So there's so Neely particularly having a chat, one of the captains, I'm sure, for Sparta. The wall now will be backed off. Fans getting a little more vocal, the few that are here. And you see squints over there as they look into the sun. Referee backing the wall up. Let's see what the choice is. You have 4 of the KSA players, now 2 really there. One of those, Vixamar, and it looks like the other one is Desdunis. Henri is right in the middle of the wall. It's sent through, and boy, scooped up by Roth. The wall opened up, but shot just didn't have the pace to get past Roth. Here's a long toss. Turpin. Gould is there, but he couldn't come up with a nice first touch by, that was Martin who checked in. And here comes another substitute in a moment. Ball worked around. Aristavi picks it up. He'll work it in toward the midfield. Sends it back toward McGann. McGann looking left side. Henri, he loves having the ball at his feet. And you see why. Ball of excitement now, sends it into the box. Vixamar working. Marked up there. There's a shot cleared by the defender. Briefly turning, trying to get a space where he can put a foot on it. And it's taken away by the defense. A few moments of trepidation there for Sparta, knowing that ball was just in front of the goal. Good job by the defender. Ball sent forward. Not seen originally by Rujiba, but now the defense has it. If he had seen that ball, might have been able to take a run to it. Saying here probably 35th, 36th minute. Added time later. We had a delay earlier. Injury time. Ball worked here right in front of the bench now, fighting down through the side. And it'll be a toss in. We've got a substitute getting ready to come in. Looking here, KSA, it's going to be Pavlotsky. Sam, number 6. Sub coming in for Sparta as well. That's going to be number 45, Josie Garcia. Coming out will be Lopez, and also coming out, Aristavi. Obviously, you want to get your players a little bit of breath so they can come back in strong in the second half. Working is Martin. Martin, nifty move back to the right, tries to send it across, but defense anticipates, takes it forward. Good job there by number 18, True. Thesis True. Ball sent in toward Vixamar. Vixamar turns, puts a boot on it. It's bounding around, and Rothy had his attention off to the left side if you're facing him. Offensively, he was off to the left if you're looking defensively to the right, but the far post from us here at the scorer's tent opened up the goal briefly, but nothing comes of it. It'll be a toss in by Gould after the substitution. Alfaro will come in. Alfaro comes in. Chacron will check out. Gould with the ball at his side, waiting for the opportunity to toss it in. Here we go. Other subs lining up. Gould ball high over his head. Now he'll toss it in. Works that in toward Estunis. And works the corner. Now this is a corner where the sun could be a factor. Sun not too high in the sky, but up there about 10 or 15 degrees in the near side, right in the eyes of Rothy. You see if he'll cover his eyes. You can see the defender out in front. Eyes up. There we go. Now headed away. Doesn't come completely out, but now controlled by Sparta. Sparta, that's Martin, works it around. Now sends it over to teammate Terrell. Terrell down the line. And the offside flag goes up. That was Garcia up front now. He's got fresh legs, and he's really putting that pressure on. You see, that's the modus operandi for the Sparta team, just to put that high pressure, and it's led to a goal already. And Nicholas will not mess around with that one. He'll clear it away. That's on the far side, working that one up with Alfaro. Now he'll get it out to Henri. Henri will work past one defender, tries to send it through, gets it back briefly. Little rebound now taken away by Neely. And a 50-50 ball won by KSA. Kalanji Soccer Academy out of Atlanta, Georgia. Sparta Premier JK and for Justice Kolaker. Has a pressure in the front out of Salt Lake City. Double check that pronunciation here at halftime. Get all the players' names, and then one name you want to make sure you have right, the head coach. Ball tossed in, an acrobatic move there, but a little dangerous play, and the fans on the side getting a little riled up. sub getting ready to come in here for KSA. That's going to be number 11, Tarek Serda. Tarek Serda will check in. He's wearing number 11. Coming out will be Rayvon McGann. A couple players here committed. Aristavia commitment to the University of Alabama. Alabama at Birmingham, UAB. For Michael Gould, commitment to Oglethorpe University. Ball near the top of the box. Now batted around. Neely, sandwich, trying to get it away, but the defense sandwiches him, taking it out the right. There's a shot toward the middle. That's trying to get it to Henri. He freezes mid-step. So those three really trying to work together. Deser, Destunis, and Vixamar. The three up front, you can see they really trying to work together, get some combinations. And at this point, to get an equalizer. Time probably around 38, 39-minute mark. It was the clock on the field that was running for a while. Now it is not running. I think that's referee telling us earlier that probably was the case. The fourth official saying that the clock would probably not be kept up on the scoreboard. Ball worked around now. Serda, who's checked in, he gets in on the play as well as Alfaro. And there's a ball tapped down. It'll be a toss in there right in front of the fans that are really getting excited. Top of the box. Headed down by Rodriguez. Gould chasing it. And here comes a ball sent forward, and the defense is there. And there's the high pressure we've talked about. Ball sent to Gould. He'll head it toward the midfield. And drawing the foul. And I'll try to get that number quickly here for you. Number 6 there, Povolotsky. And number 6, too, is just checked in also. Several subs in there now. As we said, some fresh legs. One of those subs that is checked in, we mentioned Josie Garcia. So Turpin now flying down this left side. They'll try to get it to him. Gould steps in, however. Ball played by Serda. Serda to the outside, always looking for Henri. In that case, it was Alfaro. Got the pass a little bit too far out. And a gentleman over there chasing the ball down. Beautiful complex we mentioned here in Overland Park, Shields Soccer Complex. We're right on the edge of the trees and the forest here to our left. On the backside, see some of the folks over there on a golf course. So just absolutely a beautiful spot. Great fields. As we said, the artificial turf providing true roll and true bounce. Little crown in the middle that will feed it off to the side time to time. Working it in toward the middle. Desdunis now. Defense with it. It's the white shirts of Sparta. Ball down the line. Turpin, he gets in a little bit past Gould, but Gould will collect it with the foot, and his teammates pick it up. Now back to the defense. Rodriguez now. That ball taken away nicely and looking it in. Here's Vixamar. Goes 1v1, now 1v2. Takes the left foot off the keeper. Ball still loose in the box. One of the substitutes in there. Everybody screaming for a handball. No such call. Ball on the far side. Working it over there. Irving. He's pushed up a little bit. Serda. Ball worked around. Povolotsky. There's a shot and a score. A goal scored by, I believe that's Desdunas at his 5th of the week. And we will check to see. We'll check to see who that assist was. But the ball works around in that box so much, you know there's going to be a shot coming on. Let's check and see if we have the replay coming up here. And
ball
we'll
worked
see if
around.
Povolotsky up. Povolotsky saw that ball being worked around. It comes into the box. Headed off.
There's a
the
shot
side.
and
There's
a
the
score.
shot.
Low right
A
corner.
goal
And
scored
there
by,
is the
I
goal.
believe that's Desdunas at his 5th of the
That
week.
goal, that was by Desdunas.
And we will check number 8. We'll double check with the officials, but we're double checking here on the side. And we'll check with Vince right here. I believe goal by number 8. Number 8. We believe number 8, but we'll double check. And so double checking all of that. But boy, what a nice job. A combination. Looked like maybe a header there at the box, at the top of the box. And then putting that ball in there was Desdunas. We're checking to make sure on the goal. Yep, confirmed goal by Desdunas. His 5th of this championship week. So keep an eye on those front 3 as we've talked about. Henri, Desdunas, and Vixamar. And I wouldn't be surprised if that assist was from Vixamar. Right in the middle, looked like a header that came out to the side. It was a quick play, and I believe Henri was involved in that as well. Those 3 that we've talked about. And there's a foul right at midfield. Be put in play right there. 1-1 your score now. Once again, a goal early on by Gonzalez for Sparta. A little thievery right in the keeper's area to put it in. And then that goal here just a moment ago by number 8, Jerry Desdunas. Turning it there is Martin. Martin feeding it in. Clicked away. Now the pressure trying to bounce back as the score's tied. Sparta will find a little pressure. They'll try to work it back. Ball worked to Terrell. Terrell looking to Martin. Martin, little nifty move. Now sends it in. That ball was destined for a flashing player through there for Sparta. I believe that player was Garcia. And Neely goes down. That was a hard blast. And the player for KSA, that was Povolotsky. And I believe that player was Garcia. And that's Neely. And Neely goes
Not
down.
wanting
Any part of the handshake.
That was a hard,
as he took a
hard
shot.
blast.
And a little discussion here with the official. And once again, that early goal, it was a ball that Nicholas in the goal, instead of just clearing it away, trying to maybe dribble a little bit and then maybe fake one way, take it the other. It got away from him. And I'll tell you what, give credit to Gonzalez and the Sparta team for just continually putting that high pressure. And we're waiting to put it in play. Looks like it will be Rodriguez, Dylan Rodriguez, to put it in play. Rodriguez right on that midfield line, sends it into the box, headed by the defense. Gould now, he'll head it back. Goes into the box, and dangerous moment there. Turpin now, he'll try to find a target. Looking over here, Martin. Martin will go down, and this will be an opportunity. Once again, not so much. Well, it could be. The sun could play a part here. It looks like Martin will set it down, and he'll put it in play. 1-1 your score. Here we go. Ball put in play. Right in the middle of the box, headed around. And surrounded by the black shirts. Long pass there. Vixamar chasing it. Turpin will get it on back to Rothy. Now you'll see some high pressure. And halftime it is. as it's a 1-1 contest. And once again, the goals coming from Gonzalez for Sparta and then Desdunas for KSA. We'll be back. John Peters here with you on the microphone. Our producer, Daniel Reed, will get set for second half action. Thank you for joining us. Stay with us here at Overland Park, Kansas, U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship semifinals. Proud sponsors AE Engine, Media and Marketing. Also AmericanEagle.com, sponsor of the U.S. Youth National Championship. Bag Tags Incorporated, Target. Also Chipotle Grill, Mexican Grill. Expand a Brand, sponsoring. Also, every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods, sponsors. MLS, proud sponsor. National College Student Athletes, NCSA. Nike, also a sponsor. Positive Coaching Alliance, better athletes, better people. Another proud sponsor, Premier International Tours. Soccer Shots, another sponsor. Also thanks to go out to Sun-Maid Raisins. Your Petro Shopping Center, TA. United Soccer Coaches, also a proud sponsor. USA Soccer. And Wilson Trophy Company, provider of trophies for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series.
We made it to nationals, and that was amazing because we were one of the best. I think at the time it was 4 teams. It was a round robin, actually. So it was the best 4 teams in the whole nation, and so we thought we were just the next best thing since sliced bread. And I think that playing in that tournament was so surreal because you played against other club teams that were so good and at the same level as you that you don't necessarily always get the chance or opportunity to play against, which was so great for us because we were like, wow, these girls are like just as good as us, if not better, and we have to compete at the highest level and play these 3 games, or at that, it was a round robin, so we played the 4. But still, that just reminds me of how competitive I was and my teammates were at that age, which also I think helped me get to the next level. And being that competitive at the club level, I mean, has only helped me, continue to grow in my competitive spirit and level that I'm playing at right now.
The national championships was really, really special. I think that was like the biggest thing I had really won, and that's kind of for youth soccer growing up, that was kind of the ultimate prize. And I think we were always super ambitious in achieving that and to have that happen. And I think what's so special about youth soccer is that it's really your family. The girls that you grow up with become like your sisters, and you do everything, and there's just like such a strong camaraderie there. So to play with a team that you've played for a while with, and with these girls, it's a very special feeling to win something like that.
Those were really great moments because at such a young age, I feel like I was competing for something and really working hard to, perform for my team. And it was no longer just about, whatever the result is the result. I mean, at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But that was probably the moments that I was like, whoa, we got to win. We got a state championship on our hands that we could actually bring home. And I think those are really cool moments because, you remember a lot of the times that you win. You try to remember the losses as well because you do learn from them. But at the same time, you want to remember the wins that you have. So state championships were definitely a really important part of my memory.
Our state cup was fun. My team was very competitive. I mean, we had a lot of competition as well, but I can't remember how many we won. Maybe 9, I think, is what we counted with our team, which made it so much fun. That was always like the big goal at the end is win state cup, go to regionals, and go to nationals. And we always fell short going to nationals, which still hurts today to even talk about. But I had so much fun in those tournaments, and my team made it even 10 times better to be a part of.
I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were, and making these lifelong bonds.
Well, this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that, and they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired, they were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you scored the winning goal for the team. We worked so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come and they give you a run for your money.
I think soccer in a whole creates a family. The bake sales, the car washes, the raising of money, it brings all of us together, and we are one, and on to nationals.
U.S. youth soccer has impacted my life by taking over, and I mean, it's
ready for second half action. Actually, the referee's still in the scorer's tent, so we know that even though the players are on the pitch, the ref's saying, this may be another minute or two. Got a few words of confirmation here. First of all, let's talk about the extra time. If there is a draw here in regulation and regular time and full time, it would be 30 minutes. 15-minute, 2 15-minute halves. No matter how many goals are scored, it would continue. If it is still tied at that point, there will be, as the official said, kicks from the mark, or in other words, penalty kicks. And so at that point, there is no, the point is that there's no penalties at that time. It's just us to figure out who's going to win. So here we go. The referee's now coming back out. It'll take them a minute or two to get out and check the netting. See the goals in that first half. Early goal by Fabian Gonzalez for Sparta. Once again, that high pressure paying off as he really took one right off the keeper's foot and put it in on the other side. The goal scored by Destunis, his 5th of this week. And so we're knotted up at 1-1. We're just double checking to make sure both keepers are still in. Rothy on one side, Nicholas on the other. Sometimes you have a substitute at halftime in the keeper position, and it's not a sub that we see report here at the scorer's table. And then obviously rarely does the goalie turn his or her back to let us see a number. So it is still in goal there, Richard Nicholas wearing 0. On the other side, Zach Rothy wearing number 1. And we're underway. Ball quickly sent forward by KSA. And obviously teams switching ends, and you'll see the white shirts of Sparta. Sparta Premier, JK, standing for Justice Colliker. Assistant coach Kelly Terrell. Don't know if we mentioned on the KSA side, Bruno Kalanji, his assistant, Jerke Santino. That ball will trail off into right around field 2. Coaches and folks helping chase that one down. So here we go with the second half. The intensity may even go up some more. We've had a little chippiness out there already, and that's part of it. You get to this point, there's a lot on the line as these teams have worked so hard to get to this point. And right now it's one and done. Moving day, as you might say, with one team moving into the championship match, the finals, the other team moving out and on home. So neither team should drop their head down. It's just a great honor to be at this point, but they want to go further, at least into the finals, and then preferably they would love to hoist that trophy on Sunday. 2 trophies given out last night to the 13U boys, 13U girls. And tomorrow, 12 will be given out from the 14 through 19 age groups, boys and girls. So here we go. At the beginning of the week, it was 104 teams. That's been whittled down. Ball in the box. And Martin working in, picks up 2 defenders. And he'll take it out a little ways, and then it's on the line still. Kept it in. Trying to get back, and it'll be a toss. And it'll be a toss in by KSA. Settle it down. Still an opportunity here for Sparta. Referee saying play on. That ball booted out, and it's a good one. Ball to the outside. Good speed here, working it around as Destunis had the goal earlier. A nice combination. We believe that header came in from Vixamar. Henri works it in. Shot and goal. There's your combination again. And a goal is scored. It was Henri. We're going to double check and see here as the ball came out front. And we believe the goal scored by Henri. Oh, no, the goal by Vixamar. Nice combination.
And Henri
believe
and
that header came in
assist
from
by
Vixamar. Henri works it in, shot and goal. There's your combination again, and a goal is scored. That was
we've mentioned.
Henri.
So great job down the middle to combine there.
This KSA squad, the 3 forwards, I believe, have been in the entire match. So we're getting all the words here of exactly who had scored and how it went. So nice score there by number 10, and that is Dietzen Vixamar. Ball worked around the side again. Bringing it up. There's Destunis now. He's been on an assist and a goal. That one taken away. Urgency now for Sparta. Gould chasing after that one, the big man. It will trail on out and toss in over there for KSA. So a 2-1 match at this point. Early in the second half, as again, on the scoreboard here, remind the folks that is KSA 2 and Sparta 1. KSA once again with the ball coming down the near side. Henri now takes it back to the left. He'll try to reverse it. Good job by the defense. Briefly, he stays on his feet, and Henri not only quick, great balance. Ball toward the middle with Neely. Neely now will send it to the far side. Ball over there, deep side. Sent in toward the box. That's cleared away. Put to the feet of Destunis. Now he'll bring it up far side. He's got Vixamar in the middle. Now he'll curl around. Little slide move if you're in looking at it there. Sliding to the outside. Now working back in toward the middle. Work it over, number 9. That's Alfaro. Alfaro looking for Martin. Martin, very quick player as well. Martin picked up nicely by Chacron. Neely. Alfaro. Back to this. And that one's collected by Nicholas. Actually, it was out in the middle. That was Gaspar, number 9. Working in the midfield. So it's 2-1 as we see the one thing kept on the board, and we'll talk to our scorekeepers here to put the second half up on the board instead of the first. That ball deep, flies on by. That's Woods in the back. We'll call a couple numbers that maybe we didn't hear as much in the first half because now they're on the near side with us. Vixamar sends it to the near side. There's Henri. Henri working it back, top of the box, puts a whack at it. That one deflected in there by Trejo. Gould waits for it, and it picks his pocket. And he was waiting at the rail station while the pocket was being picked. And that one's going to be deflected, coming back the other way. Little hesitation here, and had some space. They'll wait for the troops to organize. Chacron now. They're working it back. Henri now comes way back. He's a forward. He's worked his way back to help out. That ball taken away nicely there by Lopez. That was True who was bringing it up the near side. He and Henri had pretty much switched positions there just for a moment. One forward and one back, and ended up in a steal by Sparta. Ball deflected. Chacron now. He'll kick it forward. There you go again. Destunis working with Vixamar. He spins. Going up against the defense. That's Rodriguez. 2 slide in. It's going to be just outside the box. Another opportunity by KSA. And they're pleading for the penalty, but that won't happen. Just outside, looks like number 10 wearing the captain's armband. Vixamar will be the player who will set it in motion. Looking like unofficially here, 54th minute. KSA has bounded back nicely. They fell behind 1-0 on the early goal by Gonzalez. But since then, they have put a combination together twice to put 2 on the board. And your score 2-1. Wind picking up again. Looks like far side to near side. And just ever so often you get a gust come through here, maybe 10, 15 miles an hour, and maybe once or twice in a match, up around 20 to 25, just to all of a sudden out of nowhere. So here we go. They line up. Head official out there, Mr. Christian Forovinci, lining up the wall. We'll see if it's going to be Destunis or Vixamar, both lined up at the ball. Maybe a decoy here. That's not a decoy. That's a shot, and it's saved. Left footer picked up nicely by Rothy. He'll toss it out far side, trying to get the rush. Picked up by the defense, however, going the other way. Neely will stop it. Tries to send it through, finds its way to True. Back and forth we go. There's a handball. And that was Irving, got his hand up there a little bit higher and made contact. Lambert on the far side. Lambert also good speed. Turpin works it in. He's got a ball down there. He's going to try to send it into the box. A shot. That one's cleared away. Jiba watching to see. Flag still down. And it will go through, and it will be Nicholas who will put it in play. Once again, nice breeze here. Feels good as far as the temperature goes, helping us out. Not really having an impact on play as so far. Ball sent out by one of the defenders. So here we go. Ball being sent forward. Vixamar now. He'll turn it. He'll send it into the box. And he's right in there close. And, boy, that was about a 3 or 4 foot shot. Rothy right there to collect it, but had 2 players on his front porch. So get those. We got the numbers right on the board there. KSA 2 and Sparta 1. Second half. Here we go, near side. Ball sent to Woods. Work it over here. That's going to be Lopez calling his name. Has a little space, sends it in. And they're trying, the flag goes up, however, as Lambert had snuck in. So sub getting ready to come in here. This will be KSA sub. As you can probably hear that breeze blowing through. Feels great. Just a beautiful day here. Henry Esquivel, wearing number 16. He's going to come in for Michael Gould. Gould, a big guy out there, wearing number 13. Michael Gould, spelled G-U-L. And once again, committed to Oglethorpe University. And if you're at Oglethorpe University, looks like you've got a really good player coming in Gould. Here's some ball bounding around. Now Neely comes out with it, looking for options. Now sends it off to the far side. Working up there, that's number 7. That's Jiba. Jiba working it in, and now cleared away. Is it going to be? It does. It clears the flag on this side, so it'll be a toss in there. And should have the wind behind, so we'll see if Turpin can get it into the box. Jiba, I think, would be a player you would want to be in the box. He's slowly returning to the pitch. And you can see over there it's Gaspar motioning for Jiba. Get on in the box here for this toss. And now he's there. Here we go. Here it is. Long toss near post. It doesn't quite get to the post, but enough that you had a little threat. Ball down. There's a shot right into the defense. Ball loose. Chasing it is Woods. Woods, a little combo, trying to come back to it. Defense has it. Martin loses it, and he now turns to a defender. Splitting the defense. Woods comes back, and he'll slip it out. Shoulder-to-shoulder work there, and earns the ball, but it'll be tossed in by KSA. Here on the side, True he triggers it. Now ball worked around. Just, Chacron. Irving, chased by Jiba. Far side. Little space for Chacron. Maybe he can reverse pitch. Oh, he'll send it up the middle. May not have been the best choice. And a collision. And coaches a little lecturing there from the sidelines about that choice. Had good open field on the near side. Neely now will step up and put the ball down. Ball hit it in, and a ball that was destined for the top of the net. Nicholas gets a paw up there to knock it away. Had to kind of punch it off, and it will be Lambert taking it to the far side to put it back in. Neely triggered a good play there. Sparta with an opportunity. And this ball coming in, little breeze from behind. Here it is, low ball, right along the about eye level. And a handball just outside the box. Everybody hollering that. And looking here at, I believe it's True, a little hand on the back, see if he's okay. Coach is checking as well. So it looks like Just will launch it out of there. Up, actually Irving. Get those two mixed up as they switched here going the other direction. Neely sends it forward. That's McGann who steps in, gets a foot on it. All up, lets it go. Slides through. Nice play by Woods. Nice ball in toward the corner and taking it down toward the corner. Jiba, top of the box. Ball still loose. Lambert fighting through for it, and it's going to trail across the line. Jiba went down, and referee said play on. So Nicholas now will set it down. Nicholas will set it down. Irving now will put it in play. Good long boot right out in the midfield circle.
Jacob, we gotta come in early, man. Come on.
Ball worked over Gaspar, and there's Martin. Tried to get it through. A nice deflection there by True. Here's Henri. He's come back quite a way. He works toward the midfield a little, but really his best work right there in the box, working up forward with his teammates Vixamar and Desdunas. Here he comes. See him again. And he has been in there every minute, every second. All three of those players have. Henri now working 1v1, takes it to the right, sends it into the box. Cleared. Now Gaspar gets it. Gaspar, David. Down the line, Jiba, who's come out a little ways. He's usually in the front. There's a little chip that does not get across. Jiba chases it down, however, heads it down, and cleared away. I believe that was Just who got a foot on that one. Here comes Henri as we hear excitement on a nearby pitch. And actually it's the same age group. And whoever wins this match will take on the winner of that one. Ball worked around. Sending it in. Desdunas now will send it outside. Right back in. Vixamar. Here's Henri, and it puts it toward the post. It hits the post, and it will be sent out. But Henri hit that ball well. It was another good combination by those gentlemen up front. And yet that one comes away empty because of that right post. Rothy now. He will put it in motion. Rothy keeps it low. And it's picked up there. McGann almost had it for a moment, then the foul. And the referee pointing to exactly where the infraction took place. Jiba now works through, has those bright blue studs. Here we go. It's gone all the way to the end line. It will trail off. Yeah, the nice blue shoes of Jiba. Hard to miss him. Getting the word here from the fourth official, 19 minutes into the second half. Ball chased down, that wind picking up. Probably can hear it. Blowing from the far side to the near side. KSA, as you see, once again, 2-1. That big three up front, the trifecta across the front. Henri, Vixamar, Desdunas doing the damage. That early goal by Gonzalez erased first by Desdunas, and then Vixamar coming through with the go-ahead goal, 2-1. Atlanta versus Salt Lake City. And you've been with us. You know these teams have fought hard right on the line. Ball kept in, now sent in toward the middle. Here's Desdunas, turns, puts on the brakes. Now he'll send it back to the right. McGann gets a shot, but it's blocked by Gaspar. Ball to the outside, now back to McGann. Works it in toward Desdunas. Vixamar outside, now that one's headed away. And trying to earn the corner, but good job by the defense. Woods back there. Sits it up to Jiba. Jiba works around Chacron. Working through traffic, gets by McGann. Jiba with those long strides works by everybody. Goes against Chacron again. And now blocked. And we got a foul out here in the probably about 15 yards outside the box, maybe more like 10 or 12. So everybody getting a little breath here as they need just a second to recuperate. Sub getting ready to come in for Sparta. Waiting the signal from the official. Looks like we'll have the play first and then the sub. The referee in the middle now marking off the wall. There we go. Nicholas directing traffic as the keeper. Let's see if they're going to get the sub in before the whistle blows. Doesn't look like it. Here we go. Jiba. He'll put a foot into it, into the wall. And here we go the other way. Vixamar with that captain's armband sends it forward. He's on line and onside. Here we go. Henri works it in. Stops, hesitates. Shot just left. Oh, point blank. And got his head in his hands now. He knows that was an opportunity. And really, probably no need to go for that near post. He had the entire goal on the far side, but easier said here in the scorer's tent than it is out there on the pitch. So here's the sub getting ready to come in. This will be, it looks like a defender, number 13, Nick Burns. He'll be coming in for Woods. So Burns for Woods. That ball sent out by Rothy. Over everybody into the defense. McGann now will chase it. Martin there to put some pressure. Gaspar comes away with it. Sends it in. Nicholas comes out. He'll dive on it. Smothers it right there. Trying to pick up, there's one number out there on that far side I would like to give more credit. We'll see if we can get that number for you. And that's he's doing a good job. And here we go. We've got it. That's number 14. That's Aristavi, the University of Alabama at Birmingham future player. Chacron working up the side. Nice tackle there by Neely. But then the handball afterward. And Neely having another chat with the head official. So now a very heated discussion. Neely one of the captains beforehand. He was involved in the toss of the coin before. And so as a captain out there has an opportunity to talk. So coach telling that, hey, time to play. No need to take time off the clock. So here we go. Subs coming in, one for each team. Let's see, a little confusion as to who is coming off. Two different players trotting toward the sideline. Gaspar will retreat and go back in. Now checking in will be Jack Terrell, played some of the first half. He's coming in for Casey Lambert. Chacron coming off. Jacob Chacron comes out. Coming in is Milton Alfaro. Milton Alfaro wearing number 9 for KSA. KSA again, the black and yellow. Black predominantly the shorts and shirts. Yellow with the long stockings and the number shot into the defense. Henry chips it in. A little too far, and Rothy will scoop it up. 2-1 your score. That one's going to land on the tent, I believe. It does. Hello, everyone. Toss it back in. Not the best punt out of there, but sends it up to midfield. It almost looked like Alfaro thought he was moving the ball forward as he took it back to the defense. McGann now will send it to far side. Probably going the wrong direction, wondering why the defense is not trying to stop you. Ball to McGann. Sends it back in. Here's your trifecta working it in. Doesn't go through. Now it's deflected. Destunis working it in the middle. He'll try to turn and do it again. Also, Estevari over there being a big part of that front line. And that ball off to the side. Henry gives the closest player there. Ball played in by Burns. Just checked in. Gets it over to Trejo. Trejo, one of the backline players for Sparta. Also in the back, Rodriguez. Rodriguez calls for it. He gets it. Ball taken away. Vixamar now with an option here in the middle. Works it in the right side. And it's going to shot, and it's in. And a little leather larceny about midfield sends the next score as Vixamar, unassisted, takes that one in. And so goal scored by number 10, Dietzen Vixamar, his second of this contest, and that makes it a 3-1 match. Ball taken away, Vixamar now. Good job there. Option here in the middle. Watch that ball. Here it comes. Right Watch side. The replay. Far post. Shot, and it's in. Slots it in nicely. And a little leather larceny about midfield sends the. And you see the celebration there afterward as he comes across. Really. And little water break here. I don't know, the officials chatting with one another. But right now you have one goal for Jerry Destunis and 2 goals for Dietzen Vixamar. I'll make sure that's correct as we go through, but 3-1, we do know that Gonzalez, the 1 goal for Sparta, we've not seen him back in. I don't believe he's been back in there. Neely now works it across. Sent in. And Nicholas will squelch things right there. 73rd minute, it looks like. And the ball is, and you see that play, and that's because of what happened early in this match when Nicholas tried to dribble it around a little bit, found the feet of Gonzalez, and he put it in the net. Henry working it in. He wants more. Ball sent toward the middle. And if you're Coach Kalanji, you might think about, do you give these 3 players up front a little rest? Henry He'll turn, looking for options there. Sends it out to his teammate Alfaro. Just sends it up. Number 10, Vixamar back in again. Will it go out? It's right on the line. Good job on their backside there by Burns to keep it in. Gaspar back to one of those backline guys. That's Trejo. Neely. Lopez. Lopez works it up, trying to find Jiba. Jiba has it. Working against Irving. Juice gets a foot in. He'll tap it away briefly. Gaspar picks it back up, sends it in on the left side. Fighting in is Terrell. And it's a collision. That'll be a corner. So we're going to double check one more time that we have 2 goals from Vixmar and 1 from the students. That's right. Okay. Confirming the 2 goals by Vixmar. He is just outstanding. That front line has just been amazing since that goal. It was like a wake-up call for KSA. Back post, headed, and opportunity gets back toward the top of the box. Gaspar will send it out to the far side. Right foot looking, send it back to the left. And McGann does a good job. He ends up with possession. Sends it right back to Sparta, however. Turning, Jiba's in there and cleared away. And a collision. There's the ball on the turf. And a good job by Neely to recover. Comes up with it. That was a lot of athleticism in that one section right there. Going back and forth. Cleared away by Estavari. That ball will go way out, and one of the young men over there who has some energy goes after it. Maybe about an 8 or 9-year-old boy who's helping out. Send that boy a thank you card. Turpin will play it. Turpin will toss it in, trying to get something going here for the Sparta squad. And this will be number 5, Irving. He'll put it in play. Kimani Irving and Junior St. Just, the back line, anchoring that back line for KSA. Ball bounding around near the midfield circle, in the midfield circle. Jiba now comes up with it. The long legs. Send it out the right. Nice ball there. That should settle just inside the line. It does. Takes it to the corner, and it gets past. Boy, that was a ball that had some thoughts on it, but comes up lacking just a little too much speed. As we said, this artificial turf will run a little quicker than what you see on the natural turf, getting away. So here we go. Ball put in play. Irving, I believe, the foot to start it off. Checking in another Sparta player that we need to mention is Zach Mooney. Mooney is in. Ball headed around. A couple of the forwards there. Now Henri will take it down. Returns, turns around, gets it to Vixamar. Vixamar will stay with it, passes it to himself. Takes it to the left, goes down, and the whistle. Trejo playing defense there on the tough trio of forwards. And add in Estavari, who's on his way to UAB. You got 4 up there. Don't want to leave him out. Apologies early on because I just didn't see his number on that far side. So looks like a sub getting ready to come in here for Sparta. Triggering this play will be Desdunas. Jerry Desdunas looking inside Desir. He's pretty close. That's who he sends it to. Sends it right back. But Neely knew it was coming. He took matters in his own hands. He anticipated well there to get it. Jiba trying to chip away here. Henri will take it down the side. You've got Jiba with the big, long strides, and he's got some good speed for that height. Here comes that ball up here. just mentioned him a while ago. The substitute who's come in, Mooney. So score 3-1, looking around unofficially, 79th minute or so. Mooney will toss it in after we see Gonzalez come back in. So good to see him back in early on. Just, I don't know if it was fatigue or if he'd had a hit to the stomach, but just came off in some distress. But good to see him back out there. Gaspar. Gonzalez has been watching on the side. Let's see what we've got here. And Gonzalez and was going to have a trainer come in as we had the kick there. As we see this come on, we'll review once again. We will review once again what these two teams have done to get here. Obviously, KSA, they were 1-0-2, tying Dallas Premier and the Michigan Wolves. The Rangers out of Maryland, they had a big 4-1 victory. That was the difference that put them in the semifinals. On the other side, for Sparta, you had a 3-2 loss. That was against FPA out of Pennsylvania. It had 2 wins, Solar out of Dallas and the Ukrainian team out of Philadelphia, 3-1 victory, 2-0 against Solar. And so they'll try to bounce back. Not much time here, just a little over 10 minutes. And we'll see if they can chip away at it. I tell you, we've got a player down. We'll step aside here for about 30 seconds. We'll be back and coming to you with the action here in a moment. John Peters, Daniel Reed coming to you from the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. All right, folks, welcome back. As we come back in, it will be Gonzalez who will put the ball in play. And so they will prepare for this set piece. The wall being settled up, set in there by the lead official. Gonzalez now, here we go. Gonzalez who just checked in, waiting. Oh, it's Jiba. He puts the ball in, and Nicholas with a very athletic save. Diving in. And wave back in will be Thesis True. Player who came off with the injury right back in. That's good to see as well. Gonzalez now, here we go. Gonzalez there, this will be waiting. Oh, it's Jiba. He puts the ball in, and Nicholas with a very athletic save. He went out with injury early on, and he's been watching on the side. He just couldn't wait to get back in. Maybe a little too aggressive, however. Henri, he points it out to one of his teammates to take care of it. Looks like Treya. That'll be McGann. So here we go. Everybody campaigning as we move toward the last 10 minutes or so of this match. Early on, it was 1-0 Sparta. Right now, the tide has turned. It's 3-1 KSA. The Georgia team bouncing back big time. Gonzalez will step in, and it will go off of KSA. It'll be a throw-in. Ball goes all the way over to field 2, however. Burns will bring it in. And here's the toss. Everybody getting a word in edgewise. Maybe not even edgewise, right in the middle. That ball gets loose. Toss in Burns again. Coaches Kalanji and Coliker trying to rally their troops here. If you're down by 3 with 10 minutes, that means the urgency is there to move into this championship. You need a goal. And so Gonzalez reminding the referee it's the same player who just had the foul. So Jiba goes down. Gonzalez will put it in play. Gonzalez with the lime green shoes. As we said, he was out for a while after scoring that first goal. Went out with some sort of illness or injury, and he's back. Good to see him back in there. Ball high in the box, headed down now. Sent forward by KSA. Nice pass there. Finding a, boy, this is a rush of 3-on-2. Send it off, make sure you're on side. Here comes Henri. Has a shot, and it's off to the right. This one, the right foot, side of the foot flick. And so he's a little frustrated. Henri, of the 3 that we've talked about, the one who's not had a goal, he's had 2 of the better opportunities. One went begging to the left, that one to the right. So coach works into a little French lingo there, the Francais, for Henri. Rothi now, he'll put it in play. Rothi waiting for the subs to come in. That will be number 11, Serta. Will check in for Aristavi, who has had an excellent match as well. He's been a part of that front line. We just weren't calling his number as much because for a while there we couldn't see the number on that far side, but he has had an excellent match as well, helping feed some of those balls that ended up in the back of the net. Obviously, Henri, Desdunas, and Vixamar, all very dangerous, and the coach telling us that before the match. Here we go. Ball put in play. Headed back toward the top of the box. Settled there by Garcia. Now Gonzalez sends it in. In the middle. There's a header. Gonzalez will step up. Can he get a shot? And the ball down at his feet kind of clears it away. Coming the other way. And a nice move there. Beautiful move by Desdunas. He'll work in. He's going to send it across. He's got 2 options there. Left foot, and it's saved. Oh, it's saved. The rebound goes in and a score. And I believe, hang on, we've had some action afterward. And on the far side, the celebration continues. There was some problems here on the near side, and I believe it was Henri who put that one in. Okay, so here we go. And they'll sort this out. Desdunas. He'll work in that goal again. Here it comes. He's going to send it across. He's got 2 options there. Left foot. Rebound. And it's saved. Oh, it's saved. The rebound goes in and a score. That goal. And I believe, and give him the hat trick. And we'll see as the score 4-1. And we'll see who this foul was afterward. So after the play was over, as we were trying to recount who made that score, you had the altercation that took place here on the near side. I believe that rebound, Henri took the shot that rebounded off of Rothi. Initially, nice save, comes back out, and Vixamar there. Those 3, boy, if you put 3 players like that up against anybody, that's a tough, tough handle. So here comes the call from the middle official. Gonzalez will come across. And after the play, he's reaching in the pocket. Everybody's wondering what color we have. It's going to be a red card for Gonzalez, and he will be sent off. And so So that's now we're having an argument about if it's okay to punch or not. So obviously that not the case, and this clearly seen by officials. So Gonzalez is sent off. Fans not happy. Coach Colliger not happy as well, but the score is probably a big part of that. 4-1, and we are quickly approaching 89th minute. So here we go. Gaspar will send this ball near side. Neely sends it the back. Sparta now working with 10 players, trying to do the impossible with a 3-goal deficit. So running off to the side, that ball will come out. So Martin will play it. It's going to be just inside on the turf. Won't be a throw. It'll be Neely putting it in. So an opportunity here. Sparta still fighting, trying to work a miracle here at the end. That ball sent out to the right side. It's going to trail back. Will it go across the line? It's picked up nicely. Hustling over there was Nicholas. Nicholas secures it. I think he learned his lesson early when that ball got away from him and scored by Gonzalez, who was just sent off. In that situation, you got a ball that was played loosely, and now he's securing each one. So lesson learned, at least for the moment. Turpin will send it in. And that ball cleared off to the side, down toward the corner. Coach Santino here is over here with his substitute getting ready to come in. That's Lamek Phillips. Phillips wearing number 19. 5 extra minutes are added. A lot of that time was discussion. Ball cleared out. Henri now will settle it. So working into the first of a minimum of 5 extra minutes. Everybody on the edge here as we come down to the first semifinal that we've seen here today. Another one will follow, and there are 11 others going on right now, I do believe. So a lot of intensity all across the Shield Soccer Complex. KSA right now having the best of it here. Sparta not giving up. They're going to keep fighting. Martin turns. He's played well. Good speed, but you've just had too much from the forwards. There's one right there. Vixamar with the hat trick. 3 goals for Dietz and Vixamar. Goal as well for Destunis. That ball gets through. Working it to the right, has it at his feet, trying to pass it now. And just too much. That ball was Serta. They send it right back out. Serta tried to feed it over to, I believe it was Destunis rushing in. Here's Vixamar. He'll look to the left. Now put a left foot on it. Blocked in there nicely. That block was nicely done by Burns. Sub coming in. Phillips will come in. Phillips will come in for Henri. And I tell you what, number 7, Carl Henri Dessert. I've been saying Henri the whole match. His last name is Dessert. But I guess Henri, everybody knows what I'm talking about. Carl Henri Dessert, that little French accent that you throw on it. But, boy, he's got the speed. He's played up front. And he will be playing tomorrow for the national championship. And right now it is 3-goal deficit. Unless we see something just extraordinary here. And Sparta will continue to fight. The ball taken toward the corner. And Phillips, who's gone in, he's right in the middle of the mix. They send it back out toward Alfaro. Serta, now he'll work it in. Serta looks to the left. Now he'll take it to the left. He'll take a whack at it. Rothy now with it. And he can clear it on down. And he try to chip away at it here. 4-1. And a handball. Let's see who had it. And so it will be KSA with it. Tisas Trueb with the right there. Sent in by Irving, however. Irving and Juiced anchoring that back line. True, also a big part of it. Ball tapped around. Now brought forward again. Sent out to the left side. Phillips. And the flag goes up just offside. So clock ticking away, about 3.5 minutes or so into extra time. Minimum 5 minutes. Ball work there by Garcia. Jiba, he's a big, tall player, and he's forced to be reckoned with as well. Irving clears it out. Sending it over toward Garcia again. Tries to send it to the corner. Martin will chase it. And the Sparta coach is asking about the play that was proceeding. Why not let it go on? But that's a question for officiating. I don't know the answer. Here's a ball, top of the box, headed down. There, no everybody pushing into the defensive area for KSA. Trying to take some time off the clock, take away any opportunities. Tisas True with it. He'll put it on deep toward the corner. Vixamar steps in. And now the defense will try to get it back the other way. Neely, good job to clear it out. And there's the whistle, and it is a 4-1 victory. Big smiles on the KSA squad. And no need for Sparta to hang their heads as they've had a great season. And congratulations to them to making it into the semifinals. A sad moment as they retire here, but congratulations. KSA will play tomorrow. Once again, John Peters, Daniel Reed here with you. It's a 4-1 victory for the team out of Atlanta. It is KSA, Kalanji Soccer Academy. We will see them tomorrow. Check it out at ususoccer.org. Get all the schedule, check the latest stats, and join us then. Championship Day tomorrow. KSA will be there. We'll sign off now. Thank you for joining us here from the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships.